The Torah tells us, "Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha," you shall love your neighbor as yourself. And generally the commentaries explain that to mean that a Jew is supposed to love his fellow Jew as himself. But what about non-Jews? There's a lot of misconceptions regarding, our relationship with non-Jews. Do Jews hate them? Do Jews love them? Are they indifferent? The Jewish sources actually tell us the opposite. Rav Chaim Vital, the primary student of the Arizal, tells us in Sharei Kedusha, the Gates of Holiness, his very famous work, that a Jew is supposed to love the non-Jews. They're supposed to bring them closer to God, and that's the role of the Jewish people as a whole. It's to educate people about God and bring them closer. There's a lot of people in the more conspiratorial circles who say that Jews want to rule the world, they want to rule over the non-Jews and make them slaves, and a lot of nonsense that's out there. But really, even non-Jews are part of God's kingdom. You don't have to be Jewish to be part of God's kingdom and to be righteous. Jews were tasked with a very specific goal to, educate about God and teach God and live a holy lifestyle, but that does not make non-Jews not important. And our sages actually say that a non-Jew who is righteous even has a share in the world to come, in the next world, in heaven. So again, the point is that we all be righteous and we all serve God equally, although even though everyone has their own specific tasks to follow. The Jews have the 613 mitzvot, and the non-Jews have 7 Noahide laws which they're supposed to follow. You can find that online, what those exactly are. But I think there's a lot of misconceptions, especially after the Holocaust. A lot of Jews found it very hard to connect to their neighbors after what they went through, and I think they sort of secluded themselves and they sort of cut themselves off from being very connected to the non-Jewish world. And I think there may have been some hatred, obviously, and some trauma following the Holocaust. But I think it's a very big misconception. If you look at Jewish sources, it actually says non-Jews are part of God's kingdom. We want everyone to serve God equally. We want everyone to be righteous. We want sins to be taken away. But the people themselves should be servants of God, world through and through. So we want God's kingdom coming here to this world with everyone serving Him as one. I hope that explains a little bit more about how we view non-Jews according to Jewish sources, not according to conspiracy theories. Have a good day.